Libra, this is a love reading for you where the person most on your mind will have their true thoughts and feelings revealed. By me, Queen of Cups Tarot. We'll also look into what they would tell you if they had the guts or respect to tell you the truth with my new deck, the Brutally Honest Oracle cards. And in the end of this video, you will get a sneak peek of members only Q&A video, so stick around for that. And this reading is dedicated to Jason that made a donation for Libra, so thank you so much, Jason. I'm so grateful. And this reading in particular is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising Sign, and Venus, Vedic or Tropical. And for Libra, this will be a reading about what the person most on your mind are feeling for you and where their thoughts are at when it comes to you. Can often be a conflict between head and heart, and this will be revealed here together with the most likely action they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. I'll also reveal what they would tell you if they dared to tell you the truth to your face. For a cross-watcher, this reading will most likely be about where the Libra person's thoughts and feelings are at. The reading can go both ways. The drama is the same, but it can be different castings to the different roles by the universe. And I usually read for the empath side of the story. Also remember that the other person holds your shadow that you mirror out to the world so you can be able to see it. So in the end, you need to use your own intuition and recognition to determine who is who in this general reading for you. And I used the ANIMA MUNDI tarot for this reading. And for the oracle part, I used my own deck, the Brutally Honest Oracle cards. And I will start shuffling this ANIMA MUNDI tarot. Okay. So, when I open your deck, I see the Five of Pentacles with the King of Swords. So I feel like they feel humiliated. Okay, it's something you have done. You have stepped on their little toes here. And made them feel like to age with you, okay? Okay. So I call the Divine with Love and Light. And here we have Death together with the King of Swords. And there's something they are going through. It's how you did them. You actually hurt them where it hurt the most. So this was their Achilles heel, this where you stepped them on their toes, and this was the last thing that they wanted to have happen to them. So it's something where they're really protective of themselves, but it's also where the Divine wants them to change and heal and grow into the next part. Snakes are evolution. So I call the four archangels in the four corners of the world. And here we have the Chariot with the Death card. So I'm almost getting the sense that they need to go back in time, or there's something in the past that they need to fix, or they need to fight some kind of battle against the enemy of the past, or something that they have submitted themselves to, but that they now need to rebel against. So I think maybe they rebelled against you in the relationship together with you instead of rebelling against this older force. But now they're really dealing with this other aspects of their life. Before they couldn't really deal with them when they are kind of displacing this energy on you. They don't deal with the original problem. It's the same when you are in a relationship with someone and you want them to heal you, or you want them to not step on your toes, or not do this or not do that because there you are hurt. It's better to go back to the person or situation that hurt you in the first place, heal that, and then you can go back into the relationship without being so touchy-feely, or don't do that because then I will react like this, or don't do this, then I will react like that. And this person had a lot of these things. Even if they didn't tell you about it, there was a lot of things that you were allowed to do and a lot of things that you weren't allowed to do. If you did them anyway, you would have seen some buckaroo going on from there, end, like the horse buckarooing. And this would have resulted in some kind of punishment or retaliation from their end, because you weren't allowed to step on their toes. But eventually you did anyway. So, okay. So 6 elements and 10 of swords with the death. So this is minor arcana death card and major arcana death card. So they're really going through something where they have come to the point, the point of where the real problem is. So they're really working on themselves and this their real problem, instead of projecting it onto you and your relationship. So 6, Queen of Cups and the 6 of Cups, reconciliation. So I think a lot of anger that was placed on you is not placed on you anymore, Libra. They're not angry with you anymore. They kind of have a lot of love for you here. Okay, so yes, the Empress and the Chariot. So they might have had mother issues that they have displaced on you, or even father issues that they displaced on you. So if their parents forced them to do something, if you even asked one little bit of that, they would have revolted. But now they are dealing with the original issue here, so that's good. 6 elements: earth, wind, fire, water, spirit and ether, to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Libra viewers. So I want my dear Libras to have love in their life and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. Okay, so lovely. I will just tune in for a few seconds to you and the person most on your mind. I want to see what they are thinking about you and the relationship, how they are feeling towards you, and the love that they have for you, and the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. So, tuning in. This is the most likely action that they will take when it comes to you and your relationship. This is their feelings towards you and the love that they have for you there. And this is what they are thinking. And we have an 8 of Pentacles here. So 8 of Pentacles is the person that wants to fix things. They want to work on things. They want to build a bridge between you and them. So that's very beautiful. And this is their feelings, and we have an Ace of Cups, so their feeling comes from the deepest source within. It's the soul kind of love. It doesn't come from like they're just liking your looks or your performance in bed or the money that you have. This is the real deal, okay? And this is the most likely action, and we have death. So they are going through this transformation or dark side of the soul, or the real, like a healing event. So we can see that there's a weight going on, and they're also protecting themselves against getting hurt, butting heads with you. So I don't think you can expect too much of this person, not exactly here anyway. We'll see. You will see the past, the more recent past, the now, the future here, and the more future further into the future. Okay, so and this is their thoughts, and we have the Empress here, and we saw the Chariot together with the Empress, and I interpret that as them going back into the past and dealing with mother and father issues. But here I'm also feeling that they point you out to be the one, okay? You are the important person in their life. There's a fairy tale, a very archetypic fairy tale. It is many different fairy tales actually that fit beautifully together. It starts with the fairy tale of the girl with no hands, and that's a fairy tale in itself, and it's very worth looking up and looking into this fairy tale. But the next part of it is when the girl without hands have grown up and gotten a son. So this girl that has been traumatized is now having children of her own, and this child, this son, becomes the hands for for this woman. She's now a woman, and she don't want him to go nowhere. So she becomes very controlling and possessive over her son, because he is her hands. He is the one that can do things for her out in the world. So for herself, she's helpless. And this man, the son grows up to become a man, and he falls in love with a woman. But they are working on a circus, and he is like a knife thrower. And in the moment that he is supposed to throw knives around her, he sees his mother's face instead of the woman he loves, her face. And instead of throwing the knives around her, he throws the knife right into her heart. And I think that is what have happened in your relationship, Libra, that he threw the knife right into your heart because he saw the image of his parents or his mother on you. The story continues. It's also in another fairy tale written by another author, and it's Iron John, and it's about how a man, to grow up, he needs to steal the key underneath his mother's pillow and free the wild man. And I'm thinking this is a little bit what your person is going through here, freeing parts of him that has been, him or her, I might say, that has been in the shadow, because it's the same for females. They also need to break free from their parents and become their own parent, and this is what it's all about. And in the moment when you become your own parent, you don't see your partner as your parent anymore. Your partner becomes your partner, your parents are your parents, and everything is put into order. And in this moment, holding this card, I see that this person have had a glimpse of seeing you as their true partner and seeing beyond the projection that they have made upon you and putting their parents' face upon your face, and expecting the same that they got from their parents, they have expected to get from you, and it was a misconception. Here, Ace of Swords, this is the epiphany of this misconception. So they have been able to see that, a lot of things that they thought were your fault wasn't really your fault. It was actually them not having enough self-love to be able to see the true you. So they acted from their fear of what they expected instead of acting from being your true partner. So this is an epiphany that this person has made. But it's very cold and it's very cutting. So it's not like they are running to you with, their eyelashes doing like this and their mouth ready to kiss you. It's much more like stale and sane. It's just this moment of wakening up, but also kind of a hopelessness is what I'm feeling. The Ace of Swords is blood, sweat and tears and victory at last, and we are kind of in the blood sweat part here. And the victory, this person doesn't know if there will be a victory. They just know that, I'm a part of this this kind of almost grail hunt for my true self, and I just seen a glimpse of what it can be. So it's not that this person have made it to the stage where they can love you unconditionally, okay? Queen of Cups, they do love you unconditionally. With this Queen of Cups here, they have a very respectful view of you and your ability to give love, and they are also thinking back about the moments that you gave them love and how gracefully you moved through certain situations, how you gave them you were acting with a certain common sense and a calmness and a sensitivity and empathy that they really cherished with you. But it's all on a distance, you see. They are thinking about this in their head, so I still can't see this running against you with his eyelashes. They have it's a crude awakening. That's what I'm trying to say. So it's not this I have a lot of hope. It's just I see the past in a way that I weren't able to see the past before, or when it happened, I can see you now in a way I couldn't see you then when we were together, or when this happened, whenever you had these problems that led to this kind of evolution. And here we have the Nine of Swords. As I said, it's not much hope with this person. They think that you are the wonderful, the most wonderful thing of their life, and you were the one, but that's what it was, and it was in the past, and you are lost to them. That's how they feel, that they can't fix it, or there's no use of fixing it because all hope is gone anyway. I don't know exactly if this is their personality, or if there's reason for them, if you have said that it's over for good, so it's no use that they have epiphany now of how good you were, and they can't tell you this because you don't want to hear it, for example. Okay, next we have the Six of Wands. So here comes, this is now where they realize, yes, you are a very beautiful person, and the things that they were hating about you in the past is things that they have forgotten about, and then now see the more positive sides with you. But with the Nine of Swords, this is in the near future. They don't have much hope. But in the long run, like in a longer perspective, we have a Six of Wands. So this is the person wanting to make win-win situation. It's still careful. It's still like they're asking the same from you that they give. They don't want to come with the googly eyes. Okay, they don't want to be the one trying to persuade you into a relationship. They would want this to be a mutual agreement. Is what I'm seeing here. So it's not someone trying to win someone back. It's a mutual agreement of, okay, we are now more grown up, we can try and fix it. So it's very sober. It's not this young Grail Parzival with this googly eyes, but they definitely want, in the long run, they want to build a bridge towards you. But right now, here they just reminisce about the past, and they don't have much hope for the future. They don't believe in miracles at this point. Okay. And this is their feelings for you and their love for you. And we have the Two of Cups, which comes underneath the Empress again, showing that you are their match. You are their person, the person that they feel like you're the other part, the other piece of the puzzle, and that you belong together. I'm still feeling that they are a little bit scared of you. I'm feeling them to be this person, and that their face is a little bit into the shadow. And it's this thing with the parent. It's not really solved just yet, you see. So they will have to go through that a little bit longer to make true healing and true progress. So, but on a 5D level, I would say that they acknowledge, even here in the further past, they realize their love for you, and that you are a very, very, very important person in their life. And then we have 10 of Cups. So 10 of Cups, it can't become better than that. That's forever kind of love, night kind of love. I will love you to the end of time kind of love. So it's not something that will go away tomorrow. It's there, and it has been there for a very long time. They probably loved you in past lifetimes as well. So this is not something that they can, brush away and move on and forget about it. So even if they meet someone new, they get married, you will always be there in their heart. So it's a very special kind of love. Okay. And we can also notice that it's Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, 10 of Cups. Here we have the googly eyes that I told you that they don't have. But Queen of Cups, Knight of Wands, it's hard to argue with that. It might not be googly eyes, but they have a lot of solutions for your problems. So they have like an openness for, they have, if you would in some way decide to continue this relationship or make a reconciliation, they have ideas for how to make this happen. But it's not this miracle. It's not this that they will throw themselves off the cliff like the fool to do it. It's more a readiness, I would say. Yes, and here we have the Tower. I wonder if you have said something to them, or there's something you said in the past that's kind of disrupting this thing here. or if they're waiting for the right moment. The Fool, he takes a leap of faith and he jumps into the nothingness almost, and I bet his little heart is racing like this, and maybe this is what this person doesn't dare to do. But with the Tower, there might be some kind of push. Maybe you will meet each other, or in a random place, or this person will get maybe put aside all their doubts, because they have a lot of doubts, and these doubts is that there's no use, you wouldn't open the door for them anyway, you don't want them, you don't need them, you probably moved on with someone else, so they kind of need a push, because where they are, they have very little hope, is what I'm seeing. Okay. And then we have the Magician. So this, I feel, is the core of this person's being. They are a go-getter. If they want something, they can go and get it. But again, it's a very sober thing. I don't think this person wants to carry it all on their shoulder. They want you to want the same thing as them. In other case, it's no use. So they're ready to pick up, any of these kind of aces and start anew. And it's very chaotic here. The person is so clear on you being the person that they will love to the end of their days, and probably past that. And they are ready to make a new beginning. But there's something here, something you said, something you did, maybe something they can't forgive. Maybe they can't forgive themselves. And so they basically need a little push, because they don't believe in miracles at this point. Okay, so moving on to their most likely action. And we have an 8 of Wands here in the past. So here, when they have dealt with certain of their childhood issues or their parent issues, they might have communicated with you here in the past, or they probably have. They have sent some kind of communication, tried to sort things out. Here in the further past, so it's not something that happened, last month. It's something that happened earlier on. Depends how far. I feel like there's a rift between you, even if you still are here. It's some kind of rift between you. So, and for different people, it will have spanned over longer or shorter period of time. But here in the past, they tried to solve things. They tried to tell you that they are forgiven that whatever happened in the past, and they were ready to have at least some kind of conversation, a grown-up conversation about how you perceive different things in the past, how they perceive different things, how you felt, how they felt. So it's like this Adele song. It has gone a little bit destroyed for me, because we have a comedian in Sweden that says she is like a stalker maniac. He loves her and her songs, but she, let's see what's happening here. Yeah, she's calling. I'm thinking she's calling, and in the end, this comedian says that she stands outside the door. So we'll see. I don't remember the song, the lyrics. I'm just seeing the scenes that I made up in my head when listening to the song. So it's just a person that haven't been in touch with you for a very long time. And then they are calling out to check how you have been, and maybe have some kind of closure with you, and possibly talking about the future, but also closure. Okay, and we have Queen of Cups, the 10 of Cups, the 8 of Wands, the Empress, the 2 of Cups, 8 of Wands. So I definitely think they wanted a new start with you, that they felt like you were the one. And here we have the 10 of Coins. So a 10 of Coins comes under 10 of Cups. I would say that they want to live the everyday life with you. They want to be with you. They want to have, marry you, have your children, all these kind of things. But I still feel this underneath it all, this with having no hope. And here we have the 9 of Coins. So even if they wanted all these things with you, 9 is the card of the Hermit. So I'm thinking they're waiting for you to reach out. They are not going to reach out this person. They have already made their attempt, and maybe you shot them down, or something is, I can't see it really what happened. I just see that they go from the 10 of coins to the 9 of coins. So from being with you to having the same thing but on their own. And being this tough, not happy, but tough. I will make it. I'm strong. I'm fit. I can deal with this. And if you want me, this needs to be a win-win situation. Okay. So, and here we have the 2 of Swords. So a refusal to reach out. And this is actually the card of Libra. So for some of you, as I say in the beginning, for some of you, this will be the Libra acting like this. For some of you, it will be the person that Libra is thinking about. And it can be a Libra that's thinking about another Libra as well. But this is the card of non-action, of diplomacy. I don't, come and... screw with your lawn or your house or your property, and you don't screw with mine. So we just have this peace among each other, and we don't say the things that could lead to a conflict or rip up old wounds. Okay, and the last card is the 3 of Swords. So it's going kind of downhill here with this person. They did all the attempts with trying to reconcile with you in the past, and I don't see any attempts of doing this in the future. However, they seem open if you would make some kind of more grand gesture. I want to understand what's happening there with the 9 of Swords. What's their thinking about there with the 9 of Swords? So they probably feel like you always compare them with other things, or that, as I said, maybe they think you have found someone else. So the grass was always greener elsewhere. Probably you said things like, I would want my partner to be like this. I would want my partner to be like this. I would want to have a partner like this or that. Because maybe you try to push them into growing, or trying to make them into, realizing your needs or things like this. But for them, it was almost like they weren't good enough. And our love is deep as the ocean. If you felt the same, they clearly feel that their love is deep as the ocean. But maybe they feel like you wanted something better, and that they shouldn't come and mess with your life, with what you have tried to build for yourself, because maybe that's the better thing that you always wanted. And if they come back, or if they try, making this fool's leap of fate from the top of the volcano here, that would only mess things up. So I'm almost feeling the song here, the white flag with Dido, like I'm going down with this ship, and I put my arms up on surrender. So Dido, white flag. So they have given up. It's like you and them will be no more, because they think you do better without them. You probably have this much greener lawn now with a better person. Okay, so that's the 9 of Swords. What's going on with the Tower? A lot of cards. I'm lost without you. So even if they have decided that you are better off with them, they feel lost without you. Everything reminds me of you. So they whatever they do, it's reminded of you. If they try to find a green girl somewhere else, it's probably they just think, no, you were better anyway. I had to be brutally honest. I said that you probably said something here. You probably both said things to each other, but I had to be brutally honest. I had to be brutally honest. I think it has something to do with something I can't see in the cards. It's something further back here, where they told you about their reality. Maybe they couldn't give you exactly what you wanted or exactly what you needed, or maybe they had to see the reality in some way about your relationship. Maybe you have a hard time forgiving them for that, or maybe you have been brutally honest and they have a hard time forgiving you. But I also feel that this, I had to be brutally honest. I definitely feel like you said something here that kind of shake them into, yes, they should know their place. They shouldn't go after you. They shouldn't try to build something with you because they shouldn't disrupt your life. So, okay, we will see. I will also take for the Two of Swords. I won't give up on us. I would say that they are giving up on you. It has always been you. That's the truth. And I want to find someone new. Yeah, they probably want to find someone new, but every time they try, everything reminds me of you. So when they try to find someone new, so they're really giving up. I don't know, maybe they are deciding to stay single, for the rest of their life. It's a possibility. I won't give up on us. I think that's a part of this, because with the Magician here, I think, I talked about the Knight's kind of love here. I think they will love you forever, waving the white flag, but not doing anything about it. So if you would come back, that would be great. But if you don't come back, they will go down with this ship. And they would logically want to try to find someone new. But every time they do, the situation just reminds them of you. Okay, so this is a sad story, but I realize if there has been a lot of on and off and, a lot of stuff, a lot of things, a lot of water running underneath the bridge, there's a history here. And there's a time when you need to give up. And maybe this is the time for this person. But I can see if there's some hope, like if they will take any kind of action towards you. I will fight for our love. For me, money is important. I think they want to be in a better place if they would try to come after you. They would want to, psychologically want to be in a better place. And maybe they have physical problems as well. They might have like a disease they are fighting with, or, depression, going through the dark night of the soul, having an operation, something. And so they are a little bit like, they feel like they are down on their luck right now. They might not have a job, or they might not have the house or the apartment they want. They might not have nothing to show for themselves at this point. And this is very important for them because they want to feel as your equal. We can see on the Knight of Wands, it's not the same as the Queen. The Queen is like one step above, and the Knight is one step below. So they probably feel like you have said no to them because they are not good enough, and there's someone better out there for you. And even if they would, for themselves, their own sake, have you, they think that you are better off with someone else. So the day that they are able to feel like they are worthy of you, that they have found a great job, they have a great career, they have this great car, this great grass, on their lawn, on their yard, they can come and they would know they wouldn't destroy your life by just showing up. So that's what I feel. I don't think this person will stop loving you, but I don't think they will make any attempt to be close to you either. I got this card as well. It fell out. You are the only one who gets me. And it's always tricky. I always have to take a lot of oracle cards with the Libra readings because you puzzle me. Because if you love someone, you want to run towards them, then you put on your googly eyes and you take the leap of faith and you call them up, and the other person is cooperative. So you go on a coffee and you talk about things. But here it's so sad. I give up. I don't want to. It's no use. I'm too bad. You don't want me anyway. I understand that this has probably come with a lot of things that have happened before, but I'm thinking it's a deep-rooted self-loathing. So this person really needs to stay and learn to love themselves, and to know that if a person loves you, they don't love you for your money, they don't love you for your appearance, they don't love you for your possessions. Okay, they love you for your soul. And that's maybe the epiphany that this person needs to do before they can see that they are kind of fighting windmills. They are making problems where there's really no problems. But of course, if you have told them to go to, you know, where the sun doesn't shine and where there's a lake of fire, that's what they are doing. They're just accepting your words, basically. Okay. So thank you for watching. I hope this was helpful. I will soon show part of my Q&A video. So you stick around and watch. But first I want to say that if you like my content and want to see more videos like this on how to heal yourself and make yourself ready for that true romantic partner of yours, or if you just want to work on spiritual growth, remember to subscribe and hit the bell notification to get a heads up when a new video is ready and waiting for you. And you can also get access to my premium content membership if you click the join button or follow the link in the description box. And you can only become a member if you already have subscribed. If you haven't subscribed, you can't become a member. I actually remember now that I want to take a card for you to see what are you advised to do in this situation. What are you advised to do in this situation? Wedding. This situation involves a marriage. Okay. So it seems like this person is yours for the taking. They're just sitting and waiting around for you to tell them that they are worthy enough, that you want to be with them forever as they want to be with you forever. So I guess if you want to have this person, you need to make the leap of faith. But do remember that this person is not in a great place. So if you try to reach out, they might shoot you down because they have already shut themselves down. So I can't guarantee success if you reach out. But from a divine point of view, this is a love that it won't go away with time. So that's what I'm seeing. So thank you so much for being on this journey with me. I'm truly grateful for my wonderful, loving and supporting viewers. And now it's time for a sneak peek of one of my Q&A videos. And these I post for the members of my channel every Monday. And it's for the supportive members, extended members and full members. Extended members also get these start videos ahead of time as soon as I'm done fixing them, directing them, and they come without ads because you have already paid for the membership, so they come without ads. And if you become a full member, you will also, above these other two types of videos, you will also get mediumship training videos. Okay, so now you will see the sneak peek of my Q&A video. Until next time, take really good care and bye for now. Time of Yule. In the olden times, it wasn't just one day, as today we are celebrating Yule in Sweden on the 24th of December. Most of the rest of the world is celebrating on the 25th. It also has to do with old traditions, why it was the 24th for here up in the north. It has to do with how we counted time. We actually counted time. The new day started when the sun set in the evening. So for us, the 24th was actually the 25th at that time. So, but the real Yule is starting at midwinter solstice. It's the time we should really start celebrating. And the time of Yule, it lasted for about a month.